Straight to Bethnal Green now. George Galloway MP is speaking in his constituency.
And you've seen it reflected in the Independent newspaper today from the constituency, is that the press hysteria is simply not matched by public opinion. But the proof of the pudding's in the eating, so I say to you, come with me to my public meetings and let's see what the attendances are and what the level of support is.
Why did you meet a mass murderer and rapist, Uday Hussain?
Well, let's stick to Big Brother.
He's already celebrity, so doesn't take you seriously after what they've seen.
Well, that's a matter for my constituents. I'm content to rely upon their verdict.
Does celebrity matter to you?
No, but inevitably, if you're going to try and get a message across to a large number of people, more than you can ever do in public meetings, then you have to make such use of the fact that people know you as possible. And you cannot separate the political leaders of an organisation from the political message.
Why did you meet Uday Hussain?
Well, I took the view that it's better to jaw than war. And I took the view, and you all know it, whether you agree with it or not, that it was better to talk to the Iraqi leadership than go to war with the Iraqi people.
Your Excellency. Very nice to see you again. How are you?
Thanks to his self-enforced exile, George Galloway will be one of the last to see the replay of one of his most controversial performances.
You seem very good health. I lost weight. I'm very happy about it. Yes, I see that you've lost some weight, so I think you're better. It's good, but unfortunately I'm losing my hair also. Yes, I have noticed that, especially on the left side.
His links with the former Iraqi regime are well known, but the overt friendliness of this meeting with Saddam's son will shock many. Uday was renowned for his brutality and is believed to have personally tortured thousands of people.
I'd like you to know that we are with you till the end. And I'd like you to know that we are with you till the end. And I'd like you to know that we are with you till the end.
The meeting took place in 1999 as Galloway toured Arab countries promoting his charity, the Miriam Appeal, which some have alleged was used to funnel kickbacks from the Iraqi dictator.
Now, frankly, quite a lot of people now agree with me about that. So I'm a little surprised that you should find it so contentious.
He was a mass murderer and rapist.
Well, you know, you have to deal with the people who are running countries with whom you're in a dispute. Either that or have a war with them. Now, we chose as a country to do the latter, and I think that was a mistake.
Well, you suggested you won't stand as an MP.
Well, I'm going to...
Will you be running again?
No, somebody who hasn't asked a question yet. Yes, sir. I'm going to vote for Pete. I think he is Dorothy Parker and Oscar Wilde rolled into one person. I think he's coruscatingly brilliant, and I hope his single, which is being re-released on Monday, shoots to the top of the charts.
Do you think they're looking forward to seeing you
one retirement from the job, and I've certainly no intention
What's
of
your goal
changing
for
that.
respect at the local elections?
Will you stand against Michael Keith?
I might do.
What's your goal
might
for
do.
respect at the...
Your Excellency. Very nice to see you again. How are you?
Thanks to his self-enforced exile, George Galloway will be one of the last to see the replay of one of his most controversial performances.
You seem very good health. I lost weight. I'm very happy about it. Yes, I see that you've lost some weight, so I think you're better. It's good, but unfortunately I'm losing my hair also. Yes, I have noticed that, especially on the left side.
And we hope to be at least the major party in Tower Hamlets and to make a breakthrough in a number of different parts of the country.
Just finally, if you had your time all over again,
let me deal with one at a time, yeah? Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
George, I've been speaking to some of your constituents, and a couple of them pointed out that you're paid out of the public purse to represent their constituency, both here and in the House of Commons. With that in mind, do you not think it was unreasonable for you to go into the Big Brother house and be completely out of contact for 3 weeks?
You're a bit behind the curve, because I announced already, immediately on leaving the House, that I was not being paid for my time during the Big Brother experience. I didn't take my salary for that.
No, they were aware
I think that is the point.
They were aware of that.
Yeah.
Not everybody was
No,
aware of that.
yeah.
The point here is not that specific 3 weeks, the money for that specific 3 weeks.
What is
the
it?
point is you were elected and paid to be a public official. You know, whether or not you decide to hand back a few quid for those few weeks.
A few quid, I can assure you. Usually you're probably attacking MPs for earning more than a few quid. No, look, you can either have a rule which says MPs are not allowed to have other jobs as well as being an MP, and that's one point of view. Or you have what we actually do have, which is that MPs are free to pursue other jobs as well as being an MP. Now, there are barristers, doctors, there are businessmen, farmers, there are people in the House of Commons who have all sorts of other jobs.
And celebrities.
And I have another job. My other job is as a newspaper columnist, which I've done for 9 years. Now, you could take the view that I shouldn't have that job. Pays me very well, pays me much more than I get as an MP. You could take the view that I shouldn't do that job, but then you'd have to take that view about every MP, not just about me.
What did you think of Uda Hussein?
Was anyone not asked a question that wants to?
What do you think of Uda Hussein when you met him?
Not much, and he's dead now, so I don't know quite why he's troubling you so.
Are you tired of the cat jokes?
Well, I'd rather be a cat than a poodle.
What do you think about the Telegraph's decision to continue to appeal against it?
Well, I know that they've said they're considering doing that, but I haven't seen it actually happen yet. But to be honest, I haven't spoken to my lawyer since getting out of the Big Brother house, so I don't know quite what the official position is.
Excuse me, George. Excuse me, George. Before you entered the house, you must have known how much you would be censored for your political views, which, I mean, didn't come out. And yet you still went in the house.
Actually, not only did I not know I'd be censored, I was told by the Big Brother producers that I would not be. In fact, one of the main points that they made when they met me in the House of Commons to persuade me to do it was that it would be a good place to be effectively a soapbox for my perspective on events. And therefore I was very surprised when I got out to hear the bird song over any political statement that I made. But hey, I'm getting the chance to speak to all of you here, and you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here otherwise. I've been accused of many things in my life, but naivety is not one of them. Anybody who hasn't asked? Today, I have done a series of media interviews, and now I'm about to start, when you'll allow me, my constituency surgery.
And then back to the circus tonight.
Yes, this is the big night. The winner will be announced tonight. I hope it will be Pete, but I suspect it will be Preston.
How does it feel to be hated? How does it feel to be hated?
I'm not hated at all. I'm hated by you, but I'm not hated by the people in there, and I'm not hated by the 62% who voted in the Jeremy Vine poll. And I'm not. I drove through Brixton this morning, and people were banging on my car windows to shake my hand. So I can assure you, I'm not. I'm loved by some and hated by others.
Do you regret calling Jodie Marsh a wicked person?
No, I think she was wicked.
Do you have a taste for reality TV now?
No, that's my. I can tell you, that's my last reality TV show.
George, you went in to connect with young people, but you didn't get on with the two young people that were there.
Well, I did at times. If you were watching the show, they were singing my praises in the diary room.
Not for long.
They were for long, actually. They were. But you see, under pressure in that house, when you discover somebody's nominated you, you tend to go off them. That's one thing I've learned from reviewing the coverage of the show that I've been able to see, that people liked each other until they discovered that they'd been nominated by that person. Then they went off them big time. But to be honest, you shouldn't take it too seriously. It's over now, and all sorts of people, in fact all of us really, overreacted to things. I mean, I watched it last night, and there was people kicking furniture and cursing and swearing and threatening fights with people over the disappearance of, I think it was 4 cigarettes. Now, I can assure you they'll not be like that when they get out of the Big Brother house. It's a product of the of the atmosphere.
Well, another surreal moment in the many surreal moments of the last 3 weeks for George Galloway, with a news conference that ranged from Saddam Hussein to Pete Burns and cats. He was asked there, do you feel hated? He said, I'm not hated. Well, I'm hated by you, but not by members of the public. And again, he said he was simply trying to get his message across to the wider audience.